Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Damn Music Show. I had a revelation a few days ago when I was thinking about Darren's comments and saying, like, you know, what music's attracted you, what you've always liked, the things that you vibe on. And you mentioned, you know, specifically, you don't really love too much rap nowadays, but you liked some older rap.
I love the stuff from the 2000s
Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, everybody coming through.
Right.
So
true.
I started thinking through, and I actually have a longer list than this, but this is kind of, this artist came to the top of my mind right away. And I was like, oh man, I really think you should love this artist, because one of your biggest qualms is always the message.
Right.
You're like, come on, at least say something, you know?
So pretentious.
How many times can we use 8 different words in a different order that basically is cuss word, sex, cuss word, which is fine. Honestly, there's some songs that are cuss word, sex, cuss word. I like, they're still vibey. But
dude, you should write a rap song that's just cuss word.
Dude, this is the main recipe of how to have
no, literally say the word cuss word.
Drop a flat 5 in there and just drop cuss word.
Right.
You know, sex forward. That would be debasing though a whole style, and I would like to uplift a whole style of music because I love a lot of rap. There's a number of amazing artists. This is probably my favorite, or one of my favorites.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go favorite in the last 5 years of releasing.
Yeah.
I think a passionate individual has really created a wonderful rap persona. You guys are all going to know who we're talking about because you probably saw it in the title. But for the tee up here, he always has something to say, and he just seems so like to believe what he's going through. And anytime I see that with an artist, I grab on. So this is one of the rarities. I truly think we have a real entertainer that is a legit artist. I think you can get one or the other. We talk about this all the time. It's uncommon that you get both. I think this guy is someone that needs to go on your radar. I think you're really going to enjoy this. And he embodies, to me, what it means to be an artist and say what you're thinking and create art. I'm talking about none other than Childish Gambino. Right. A.k.a. Donald Glover, which the first time I heard Donald Glover was making rap, I was very confused. If anyone else knows the original Donald Glover from ages ago. I think
Danny Glover?
Danny Glover, thanks,
right.
Yeah.
But it does sound the same.
Sounds very similar.
I know who, well, so everyone knows, I do know who Donald Glover is. I watched Community. I thought it was great. I do know who Childish Gambino is. I don't know his music, but I do remember the controversy about the song "This Is America." I have heard that song, but I've never seen this video.
Perfect.
But I certainly only vaguely remember or know what it's about.
And I think
I just know it got a lot of criticism and hype.
I think what's important about this too is going back to when this was released.
Yeah.
So when this was released,
when was it? I don't know.
Well, this was released right before a lot of the riots that were happening and a lot of the shooting cases of innocent black kids, and this is very much a protest.
That's every day, but
every day. But this is when it was like, remember when we had really a drive for a big push for Black Lives Matter?
Oh, gotcha.
It was really that division of when we had like Blue Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, like hit the scene, right? Not diminishing that this has been happening forever. This has been happening forever. Right. But that moment, remember when everybody was posting on their Instagram?
Where it became more widespread.
It became like when we had Stop Asian Hate after that. But like this was right around that time. So Donald Glover was like really cueing into what everything was happening in society. It was right before COVID. So it was like a year before COVID, a year and a half.
I feel like it was older than that. But anyway, it doesn't matter, I guess.
2018, 19.
Yeah, that feels about right.
Yeah, so like a year and a half before COVID, right?
Right.
I think it was. Anyways, so that's the setup for this. Let's go ahead and watch, and I don't think you've seen it.
I'm actually excited. I do remember all the discussion, but I've never seen this video. I don't even know what it's about, the video that is.
Here we go. You're going to find
America soon. Oh wow, it's already different. Oh shit!
This is America.
Sorry.
Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping up. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my
I definitely am not seeing this.
I got the
Yeah,
strap.
buckle up.
I would remember.
I gotta carry 'em.
Buckle up.
Yeah, I'ma go into this. Yeah, this is gorilla. Yeah, I'ma go get the bag. Yeah, or I'ma get the pad. Yeah, I'm so cold like yeah. I'm so dull like yeah. We gon' blow like yeah.
Darren, let's have like a minute.
It's really cool. I mean,
hits you hard.
it's serious and sad, but it's cool.
Is.
Yeah,
It's
good art. Is what I'm
It's
saying.
great art, in my opinion. It really like he is toying with the like, hey, let's go party, let's have a good time. Just kidding, and then like takes
So nonchalant about it.
so nonchalant,
Right.
and he's like, I'm gonna go get the bag, and then he's like, this is guerrilla warfare, like. The people are disconnecting, and he's like, oh, but it's fun, let's go have a good time and let's party. And the song kind of makes you want to like, you're like in it, and then you're like, oh
Right.
gosh, this is really intense.
Yeah.
So I love how he like just totally rips your emotions apart.
Yeah, that application reminds me of "Pumped Up Kicks" by Foster.
Very much
The
soft,
Foster the Kids.
sweet,
Yeah,
floaty, but it's basically
when that song came out, my
Yeah.
kids were in elementary school,
So you're
and they
struggling
were
with it as a
not.
parent.
No kid was allowed to sing that song in school or
Really?
play it on headphones or anything like that.
Really? Wow.
They took it very seriously.
Well, let's
But
keep-
I mean that's a song that's a serious subject that has a pop hook to
right,
get you to pay attention.
Gets you in it, but you're actually watching.
Yeah, and I hate that I love that song.
Yeah, for sure. We'll keep going. This
Yeah.
has a similar MO.
Right. Oh,
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now.
I can't believe I haven't seen
Don't catch
this.
you slipping
Can't believe you
now.
haven't either.
Look what I'm whipping now. Look how I'm geeking now. I'm so fitted. I'm on Gucci. I'm so pretty. Yeah. I'm gonna get it. Watch me move. This is Sally. That's a tool. Yeah. On my Kodak. Black. Ooh, know that. Yeah. Ooh, get it. Yeah. Ooh, work it. 100 bands, 100 bands, 100 bands. Contraband, contraband, contraband. I got the plug on who a hawker. Whoa. They gonna find you like Paco. Blah.
Man, this is insanely good.
America. I just checked my follow and listen. You motherfuckers owe me. Black man, get down. You just a black man in this world. You just a buck code. Hey, you just a black man in this world. Living expensive foreign yeah. Just a big dog, yeah. My Kindle came in the backyard. From a barbarian life to a dog.
Wow, that's a great scene. How long? That's longer than you typically hang in for a song. Nobody, it's not. Let me process this a little bit. So that's wonderful. I mean, the execution of it was wonderful. The whole killing and
sure.
topic is not wonderful. I didn't say that. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for. I'm really perplexed why I didn't pay attention to this song in this video back then. I'm trying to remember what's going on in my life during then, but I'm sort of surprised that this didn't land on my radar. Thanks for sharing it with
sure.
it. That's
We did have the damn
did
music
this
show
win
then, that's for
awards
sure.
and stuff like that?
It did tons
should.
of awards, yeah.
Yeah,
And that his whole
it's-
album is fire, but it's not. It's very artistic. It's very creative. In fact, he's one of the concerts that I really want to go see.
Yeah,
for sure.
well,
I've
he was
heard
at
his
ACL
shows
a
are
couple
awesome.
years ago, but
Yeah, I don't really
I
like
think
the ACL.
you know this is that's not. It's funny. I want to say this is not radio friendly because it's a long song, but
It's actually
it
not
doesn't
that
matter
long.
anymore.
It's only like 3:30 when it's.
Oh,
right
it
now.
seems longer.
That's the video.
The
the
video,
movie. It's
right?
even like 3 minutes.
All right, well, let me get to it. That's great what he did. I feel embarrassed that this was 4 or 5 years ago,
I didn't
and I'm
mean
just
that. I didn't mean for that. That was not the intent. It was more to just be like, hey,
yeah.
this is an
But he
experience I think you'll enjoy.
really, he really blends the different styles and different. I like that the song changes a lot in
the
tempo
guitar
and
has
style,
the
and it creates
choir,
contention
has
and
the
release.
rap, has the
Yeah, the video is
808s.
very powerful. All the
is wild,
gun
yeah.
stuff. Guns is a big issue with me, but well done. I'm not articulating this very well, but
I think you're a little
yeah.
bit shocked and a little stunned.
I
which
am
is-
a little shocked,
which
yeah.
is how we all felt when we watched this. Like I
Right.
remember when I watched this the first time too, and then like he did he executed so flawlessly because in the beginning of it he disarms you completely, and
Yeah.
you're just like, why is he being goofy? This is funny. Oh, he just shot a dude in the back of the head, like. And you're in it, and then you like can't look away. I remember watching this so many of my friends, and they did the same thing. They're like, that's funny. Oh my gosh. And like everybody watched, and then everybody stuck with it. That's a mastery level of art for me to keep us in it. And I still get goosebumps when I watch it. It still shocks me.
I think that rap music is the only genre of music that this could have been pulled off on, because, and this is kind of what I miss about rap. Rap used to speak to power, and used to have a take like this, and now it's all about money and cars and bitches and hoes and stuff like that.
You listen to
which I really don't have a problem with, but but rap used to be a little sort of in your face, I guess.
I think what's important is that like you're saying the popular rap, the stuff that everybody's listening to on the charts, because there is.
Well, if you look on YouTube's top 20, it's all the same topic.
To be specific, and this is where your frustration lies, and mine does too. Is that there's a ton of great rap that has a lot to say.
I guess I want it more to the surface so I can find it.
And it's not rap's fault; it's the listener's fault.
Right.
If listeners were spending more time on this and spending more time on the rap,
I'm not placing blame on the artist.
And that's what's frustrating.
They got to eat too.
And so like. It's very impressive when somebody like I think Donald Glover or Childish comes along and does something like this and gets to the top of the charts.
If he wouldn't have had the cachet from his acting career,
I don't know if he would have been able to do it. Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
he probably put some of his own money into this and all that.
100%.
But even if there was somebody in country music who felt this way, the record company was like, "Screw you, we're not doing this."
Not in a million
and
years.
I don't think pop or maybe some like hardcore metal stuff. But
I agree. But the
only rap can be this not irreverent, but
it's a conduit. It's such a conduit for vocal expression about a situation that's happening. And you don't mean that based on race or situational. You just mean rap as a platform, being able to vocalize a intense political topic. I think rap and actually early stage singer-songwriters are one of the best platforms for vocalization of like political topics. This is like a political and a social and life topic.
Yes, I agree with everything you just said. One of my favorite lines that I ever heard in an interview was Ice Cube, and him and Dr. Dre and Ice-T and all those guys back then. Ice Cube said when he was talking about the song "F the Police" and their Ice-T had "Cop Killer" and all that stuff. He's like, "Look, I'm not advocating for this. I'm an on the street reporter. I'm reporting what I see growing up in my life. That's what I'm doing, and that's how I've always viewed this type of stuff."
What makes me so excited about art, I'm really glad you joined into this and we were able to kind of experience together. What I'm so excited about with art is
now I got to hire a therapist.
Yeah, for sure. Is that like I'm just so ignorant to so many forms of life, and that's just a reality for me. Is just to be like. Something I've gotten better at that music's actually helped me better do is feel oddly like just play chords that make me feel uncomfortable and make me feel anxious, and that concept goes over into something like this. So I'm getting to my point, but my point is basically like until I learned how to feel that sensation, I really haven't been able to, and I don't think we ever fully can, but better understand what it's like to grow up with a mentality other than mine. And when they say mentalities and they say things like in the black community, you grow up, fearing for your life or running from the cops and stuff. We just can't relate to that. There's just no way. There's no way. So any kid in any society or any culture, and very specifically in the black community growing up, like being afraid of their life for a police officer is that they're going to run into a bad situation is something we just can't conceptualize.
There
and
is
that's
a
really intense.
wonderful video that came out last week of a professional soccer coach in Europe, and I think he's from Poland or England. I think he's Polish, and he's at a news conference, and this is like the Premier League, one of the top ones over there. And one of the reporters asking about the war in Russia and Ukraine, and the reporter's asking over and over, and the coach stops him. And he goes, "Stop!
Yeah.
You have to quit asking me these questions." He goes, "I'm not a politician." He goes, "I live a privileged life. I've never been in war."
Right.
He goes, "I have no answers for you.
Right.
Go talk to those people that are dealing with
Like
it."
literally
And I was such a beautiful answer. It wasn't. He's like, "I do the best I can to help." But he's like, I don't. He goes, stop looking to me for answers. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my point is, similar to you, he had the awareness and the wherewithal to tell somebody.
Yeah.
Do I have an
go
opinion on
here.
this? Of course I do. But I've never lived in a war-torn area. I don't know.
And you can't equate those.
And so what I will take it a step further because I'm more blunt than you are. But you don't have to feel guilty about being white and being in a privileged thing. I grew up in a white privileged area. But I also know I don't know shit about what these young black men go through. Yeah. All I know is what's reported and what I see in pop culture.
Yeah.
But I have no form of understanding. So why would I have a strong opinion about that? I wouldn't listen to the people who are there. That's all.
Yeah. I think a little bit of guilt is healthy and important for all of us, although I don't think guilt should last in anyone's life longer than about 15 minutes a day. But I don't see any reason to not feel a little guilty about the privilege that we've had. And this does not have to be, like, it needs to be privilege as privilege. And it can be towards us. That's fine. Towards white and white men. But
as
like
long
we,
as...
like a little bit of an understanding, because the guilt offers us a moment to maybe make more universal decisions.
Well, it's like anything else. It's what you do with that thing. If the guilt pivots you and makes you more tolerant or open-minded or take action, fine. If it overwhelms your psyche,
please no.
Then don't do that.
Don't process guilt well. That's what I always say, 15 minutes a day. Anyways, moving forward, my buddy Joe Serio he wrote a book, another one. He said it was about Russia, and it says there's a great Russian author, and he says, "One who is warm cannot understand one who is cold."
Right.
It's just so base, and it's so basic, but it's the same concept here. One who is safe cannot understand one who is not. One who has food cannot understand one who doesn't. One who feels...
You can understand it at a surface academic level, but that's it.
You can. And I'll tell you, music, and this is why we're on the show, and this is why I'm so passionate about music. Music is the first time that I've been able to experience these things through music and be like, maybe that's how someone feels. Like the way this chord is making me feel right now is maybe the way somebody else feels. That disharmony, that angst, that pain of, using a flat 5 inside of a major chord or putting a minor over it. Like, they literally make me feel things. So anyways, this is why I love music. This is why I loved this song. I thought he did such a powerful job being like, yeah, this feels good. I'm in a club. I'm dancing.
Has he put out music since this time?
He has just released that he's going to release.
Oh, nice.
So he's released.
You'll see it right here on the Damn Show.
He's about to release his biggest album yet. I do kind of believe it. Look at what's going on. Donald has been kind of very prophetic inside of stuff. This came out really before or right around the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
Like it was very, I think
but this
could have been an instigator.
All that has helped sharpen the message and the communication tool. This problem has been around for forever.
Gosh. This
is
systemic. I 100% could not agree.
Right.
Like, I completely agree. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoy this. Please, always trying to learn, always trying to be more educated, trying to understand myself. I'm sure Darren is too, as we try to evolve. We do it through our music platform and through communication and friends and everything else. So smash that subscribe, ring that notification bell so you get notified when we drop stuff, and tell us what we don't know. Send us links. I love links, new songs, new music that we should watch that maybe has moved you and changed that meter in your life to make you a different person, more understanding, maybe more compassionate. That would be my preference. But until next time.
What he said.
Okay, later, everybody.